Come and play with me. Run away with me. Just you and me.
Good morning. We're just waiting to get down on the lift.
I think it's here.
With our bags. I think it is here.
I think it is.
I'm just checking out now. Leaving Hungary. Not hungry.
No lane.
And we're off to Poland. We're in Slovakia again,
Yeah.
but we don't know what town we're in this time.
It's like Bratislava.
I don't know, we'll let you know. We just stopped for lunch for 2 hours and to check out the town.
Yeah.
So this is the main square and the main street. This town is really cute. Our guide said this town, she thinks it's really cute. And it is. Look at it. Look at all the buildings. You don't reckon?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely cute.
There's a museum that's not open on Mondays.
That was the one we walked past before.
It says museum.
Yeah, it's another one. But the other one we walked past.
So apparently this is the third biggest city in Slovakia. Still don't know the name.
90,000 people here.
90,000 people. So I guess it doesn't have that many people in other places.
The city is called Bankska Bystricia. I probably said it wrong, but that's how it reads. So yeah,
We just
had a
had
kebab,
It was
which is a kebab, it was in a roll, which is kind of shit.
and it was like not much sauce.
And then they didn't use red onion, they used normal onion, raw. That was kind of retarded, so take it out.
It was just alright, it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it
it
was just
filled the
like-
spot, but it was not good.
Yeah.
And there was actual like the Lebo guy.
There's really good ice cream here, let's get
Really?
it.
There was like a, I don't know, an Arab Lebo or whatever. I think he owned it, he was just sitting there. I'd expect it to be good. But they must like it like that, I don't know. The Leaning Tower of Slovakia. It's a bell tower. Should go off in 5 seconds, you know?
So the clock tower didn't go off, but look at this guy hanging off like the, what is it, the 4th story.
Yeah, windowsill.
And he's just standing out there, painting. Just doing some painting.
If the windowsill was just wood, if that breaks, it will just fall off.
Yep. That's probably one. I'm just doing some editing in the bus on the way to KRAKOW. And suddenly some good songs came on. I don't know where they came from. I think the cops just pulled us in.
How much it cost, TJ?
Put it down! Put the music down!
Over the microphone! Tell us on the microphone.
That was a good one.
Too much Formula 1.
We just got some Polish
money?
money. What do they call it? Yeah, so it's like 4 to 1. So €1 is 4 of their dollars. Let's go to pit stop. Snacks. What are they? I picked these ones. Kowski. Oh, I forgot to say, we are in Poland. We're in Poland
At the moment.
at the moment.
This is the White Eagle of Poland. So the story behind how Poland was founded has to do with this bird and also the flag. It started with the King Lech, which is a very popular Polish name. He was the first Slavic man to join all the tribes together in Poland. And what happened was he saw this beautiful white eagle one day. Now he was a man that loved his hawking and his falconry, so that's when you have the birds of prey and you train them to basically catch other birds out of the sky and also small animals. It's all very fun if you like falconry and killing things. But So basically he saw this eagle and it was beautiful and it was white, and he could see that it was flying on up to a cliff, and he could see a nest where he saw two little heads pop up of the little eaglets, and he was like, I want one of them. I'm going to train that up to be my own personal private eagle so they can fight for me and I can win prizes with it, and people would know me throughout the land to having this amazing white beautiful eagle. So he climbed up the cliff and tried to take one of these little eaglets. What happened was the mother bird, she didn't want that to happen. She was so fierce and that she clawed him, she spilled her own blood, and her blood was dappled all over her white pure feathers. And then he suddenly realized what he was doing. He was trying to take away something so beautiful from this bird who had lost blood and like sacrificed her own comfort just to protect her children. He wanted that to be a symbol of his new country, and he felt suddenly ashamed for himself. So he let the birds go, and as he was walking off, he kind of looked around the land as he was climbing down the cliff, and he was like, that will be the symbol of this country. And now you'll see the white eagle and all the crests and all the official logos of Polish organizations. So look out for that one while you're around town. Poland is known for its varying climate. So most of it is forest, as you can see, but it's also home to the Tatars Mountains down in the south. So is, even though it's part of the EU and it joined in 2009, what happened was they kept their currency, because although they do want to change the zloty, they have to keep, the euro, they have to keep their currency pegged to the euro consistently for more than 2 years, but they haven't managed to do that yet. However, with the recent times changing after the GFC, they were actually the only, the crash, they were the only one that escaped kind of like the economical burden of everyone losing money and the economy basically dying, and they were the only European country to experience growth. So it's kind of cool that they kept their currency, because it meant that they kind of got out of that. It was actually used for agricultural purposes, so they produce a lot of their own food and resources. And also they became big politically on the world stage when they backed America in going to war against Iraq and Afghanistan. World War II, there was all these people that disappeared from Polish army camps, and there was over 22,000 of them, and maybe like 40 years later they actually found the bodies buried in the Russian forest. So they've actually made a movie about this. What's more interesting is there's a conspiracy that the last president in 2010 was killed in a plane crash, and people, well, 85% of the Polish population believe that Vladimir Putin actually organized this plane crash. As you can see from the plane crash, there's a few things that don't add up about it. So this plane, as you can see, is quite badly off, was flying from Warsaw to Katian to actually commemorate those 22,000 people that had been lost and buried in the Russian forest. And what happened was they said that there was low visibility and they tried to land in a forest and they crashed and everything burned. It was so bad that the only reason they could tell it was the Polish president's flight was because they found his wife's body, and they could tell by the nail polish and her wedding ring because it was inscribed. And that was the only reason they knew straight away that that was the plane. However, it's a bit sus because all the black boxes were taken and nothing was found, and the amount of debris that was spread indicated that the plane had actually blown up in the sky, not on landing or impact. So, interesting one if you guys want to read more into that. This is the one you've probably been waiting for, the pierogies. So for those of you who didn't know what pierogies were previously, they're kind of like a Polish style ravioli, usually made with unleavened dough, which means it doesn't rise, there's no yeast in it. And it's usually filled with potatoes, cottage cheese. You can also get sweet ones, so blueberry and raspberry, delicious, definitely try them, and they're served with like cream or custard or ice cream. Polish vodka is renowned for being very cheap, and Polish people are renowned for being big vodka drinkers, so much so that they'll have like a shot of vodka or two with their breakfast and then continuously throughout the day.
Oh my god.
The reason behind this is because the alcohol content in it used to keep them very warm, and it was winter and it was freezing, and it used to be able to get them through their days. That's how it started. Now they're just alcoholics.
Another ibis. We're in Krakow, babe. Oh, looks the same as Berlin, doesn't it? Oh. Cool. Very similar to Berlin. Cool view. happy. Look, we're ready for our Polish night.
Yeah, heading there now.
It's good, we're only 15 minutes away from the city.
It's good.
What is this kid doing? That's so funny. Wow, and they've got restaurants on all the sides. Huh? Why, is that what it's called? We're going to the Jewish restaurant. Ariel.
Celebrating like survival as a people and
Oh, so cute. It's so Jew. Why is it so Jew? Wow. It's really cool in here.
Steven Spielberg's in the home.
It's a really cool room. And guess what? We put baby in the corner. We just got our entrees for our late Polish night. It's like a soup, a traditional soup.
Looks yum. Croutons. Chicken.
Is it chicken? Chicken and what's that again? Coleslaw and some chips and stuff. Is it chicken nuggets or just whatever?
Chicken is just chicken.
Just whatever.
Oh, the sauce is weird.
We just got our desserts and it's like some ice cream thing. Yeah.
I never knew Jewish people make ice cream like that. I think that's traditional.
Who knows? We don't really know. Did you research on
I don't know about Jews. I know they got killed by Hitler, that's all I know.
It's Polish juice.
Hitler was in Poland.
Oh, I don't know if we even said it. This is a like a Jewish Polish dinner.
Yeah. Jewish Polish.
Jewish Polish.
It's actually nice. It's not even ice cream.
Is it?
It's like a yogurt.
A yogurt?
It's weird.
Really?